We'll see what happens.
Now, this 40 car started to get a little bit loose.
Yeah.
Right before the contact. You can see the front wheels were actually turned to the right just a little bit.
Yeah, you could see that possibility he had to get out of the throttle just a little bit, and hard for that car right behind you to check up to that corner, the back end in particular. And it only takes just a small touch, and if you have to crack the throttle just a little bit.
Probably know much about how crazy. Here we go. Got a spin already.
40 car, Bryan Clauson.
Yellow's out behind you, turn 2.
That's the rookie driver for Felix Sabates and Chip Ganassi.
Light damage, left rear. See if you get it going, Brian.
And that allows a lot of guys to catch you from behind.
Trouble out of turn 2. The rookie driver, Bryan Clauson, heavy contact in the back of his Dodge. Kelly Byers there in the 47 also gets a piece of it. He spins and gets the car righted.
For that right rear quarter. I think we might be good here, Scott. Let me take a look at it.
Early stages here, Brian. What happened with the incident?
You know, I don't really know. You know, we were just cruising around trying to stay in the lucky dog, and you know, about 7 or 8 lead lap cars got by me fine, but I guess Jason felt like he needed to run right in the back of us there. But hate it for all my guys.
A bit earlier. Oh, 41 car. Oh, that impressive rookie Bryan Clauson. Hard impact here with the front of his Dodge.
A tire or something.
He's flattened that baby in the front.
Went around.
All the water running out of the radiator.
Well, you're all right then, obviously. Yeah, I'm good.
Will run 19 events here in 2008. This is only his 7th ever start in this series. His 6th start at Daytona. He finished 6th. How good was that? I mean, he put on quite a show. Now you understand why Chip Ganassi was so excited to go to the high school and get him out of Noblesville High School back in 2006 and get him a hall pass to go meet with the sponsors.
Blue and black Angie's List machine. And the third lap at 223.599.
Oh, he's in the wall.
Oh, a problem. Oh, big time hit for Bryan Clauson. This is our first significant contact of the month of May, the rookie.
No. Just as I say that, he
yeah.
was so smooth.
Wow. So Bryan Clauson had completed 3 laps. Oh, and an average speed of well over 223.7 miles an hour, and it went away there in turn number 2.
Bryan Clauson, there he is. He has now worked his way into the 5th position with Marcus Ambrose right behind him. So Clauson, remember he had that great run back at Daytona, and then all of a sudden things like the wheels were falling off. This could be a good turnaround for them.
These young guys are making the most of this opportunity, we've been calling it. And this one guy right here, I've been watching him. He's made a lot of passes. Very clean. You see his car didn't have a mark on it.
Shannon, you've got more?
Yeah, of course you did mention Bryan Clauson's great run at Daytona. And what a great run for this young man here tonight. He actually turns 19 tomorrow. Guys, this is his 6th race in this car. Of course, he took over the 40 ride when Dario Franchitti got injured at Talladega. He says being in this car week in and week out has helped him so much. Helped him get a feel for the car. Really helped him be able to communicate how this car should be set up and what he needs out of it on the track.
19 tomorrow. Boy, he might be considered an old man.
Well, he's doing a great job.
As he is 5th. Remember, he had his best at 6 back at Daytona, Vince.
Yeah, I saw this kid win a midget race at Anderson Speedway earlier this week, and he had a pretty good run again tonight. You told me earlier today you've got to be in position regularly before you can get that first win, and tonight you get a top 5. What was key to your success tonight?
You know, the biggest key to our success tonight was that pit call by Brad Parrott and the guys on the Fastenal team there at the end to stay out. You know, clean air was really big for us, and it looked like a lot of guys. It was real tough to really complete passes unless you give and take a little bit. And you know, once we got the clean air up front, you know, we were really good on a long run and on old tires. So you know, we felt like we could hold off the guys behind us, and you know, the car was good from when we unloaded. So I'm just really proud of all the guys and how we rebounded from last week, and you know, where we struggled at Nashville a little bit.
You celebrate your 19th birthday tomorrow, so a nice birthday present for you tonight. But Joey Logano at 18 winning, you with a top 5 finish at the age of 18. What does that say about the state of this series series and the opportunities it provides for good young racers?
You know, I think it shows that you know, there's a little bit of a youth movement coming through, and we talked about earlier, you know, just the amount of young guys coming into the sport right now is incredible, and the talent pool to draw from is getting really deep. So you know, it's a great night for Joey and myself for the top 5. So it's just a good one for all the young guys here at Kentucky. This place is a really neat track, and it seems to like the younger guys in the past. So you know, we kept it rolling tonight.
Yeah, Bryan Clauson, you're going to hear a lot about this young man in the years to come.
And take a look as Bryan Clauson picks up his career best with a 5th.
It was. It's you know, obviously there was a lot of it tonight, and our car was good. You know, really good on the very top of 1 and 2, and you know, I knew I needed to keep attacking with those Keith Kunz cars behind us. So we kept slicing and dicing the best we could, and you know, luckily it was enough.
8 laps to go, a clear track in front of you. You knew you had to lay down that first lap or 2 to get ahead of the lap cars who were between you and Christopher Bell.
Yeah, certainly. It's you know, I obviously heard we had some lappers between us there under the yellow with over the receiver, and you know, just the thing hadn't been taken off the greatest, so we, you know, tried to make sure we got a good run at it, and just put some clean laps together there. And you know, I felt like maybe I needed to move down in 1 and 2, but I'd been so good up there making speed right up on the curb that I was afraid to peel off and look for the rubber and let Christopher get a run on me. So we just kept doing what we'd been doing, and you know, good to be back here in victory lane.
How great is it? I mean, this team is obviously solid, but you weren't here on Thursday. You show up, this car's bullet quick, you roll off, and you pull off this. It's a testament to Rusty and Joe and everybody back there.
Yeah, absolutely. I got one of the greatest teams in the world. You know, Rusty kind of gets overshadowed by Keith a lot, because Keith has a lot more wins, but he has a lot more cars too. And you know, we win our fair share here, and you know, Rusty's as good a mechanic as it gets around the high banks. I think he said this was his 6th win tonight as a mechanic, and you know, the thing was spot on right from the get-go when I sat in it for hot laps tonight. So it was pretty fun to kind of come in and take the money and run as we drew it up, but you know, it's certainly not easy, and you know, we definitely had to work for it tonight.
How does this compare to the other 2 wins? Does this stand out a little bit more than the other 2, or hey, the most recent win's the greatest one, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think you know, your first one's always special, but you know, tonight I felt like you know, Keith has kind of had a stranglehold on it over the last few years with the Toyotas and things like that. You know, saw Toyotas go 1 through 5 on Thursday night, so felt like we had an uphill battle. But you know, when it gets on the fence, it equals out a little bit, and like I said, that's what separates the men from the boys here. And luckily we're be able to put together 40 tonight.
Bryan Clauson, now a 3-time winner of the Belleville Midget.
Bryan Clauson from Noblesville, Indiana. This is what I love to do. You know, obviously do it for a living, but you know, there's different forms of racing that are less fun that make you more money, and you know, I've had the opportunity to make a sound living racing sprint cars for the last several years, and you know, I wake up every morning excited to go to work, and what better job in the world to get up every day and go race sprint cars. You know, I've been fortunate enough to do a lot of cool things, and each one of them is special on different levels. You know, obviously my Indianapolis 500 starts are really high up there. You know, obviously winning the Chili Bowl, I'd say is probably my biggest short track career win. I've won 3 Belleville Midget Nationals. Proud that I've made the Knoxville Nationals twice, which is really cool.
Can you describe for the people at home what it's like to take the green flag at Indy?
No, it's not. I can't. It's pretty wild. It's you're talking 300,000 people at Indianapolis over a 2.5 mile stretch, and all the hype and everything that goes into it. You spend 2.5 weeks working on one race, and you know, it's pretty wild. It's special. It's there's no feeling like it. I usually go with the rodeo on wheels. There's a lot of action, non-stop. You're gonna see some really cool things, some scary things, and all the above, and it's just a big adrenaline rush. I think I was 13 at Kokomo. I don't really remember a whole lot about it. I remember I didn't do too bad, but I didn't do anything special either. And but I've been around racing since I was a baby. I grew up at the racetrack watching my dad, and it's been in my blood. I'll let them tell you about what I did or didn't do, and let them decide where I'm at or where I rank or whatever. I'm a guy that loves the sport and loves coming to work every day, and love the guys I'm working with, especially right now, and that's what I live for. Just my love for the sport, I guess. I wake up every day, ready to come, go to work and race these things. So we wake up every day trying to be better than we were yesterday, and we've been able to do that so far. That's who Bryan Clauson is.